Hey people, how you doing? Long time no see. I'm going live on One Chat Live, Facebook group page, is it, today? Probably because I've got a few plans for the website and that, and now it's winter, well, winterish, and the winds are coming, and I'm realising a few things about my own running and that. So yeah, I was thinking as I was running, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to make a few changes to the website, and also because I'll be speaking at Therapy Expo as well this year, November 23rd, which is a Wednesday, and the 24th Thursday. I'll be doing a little presentation over with Anna Maria Mazzieri on her. She's got like a in-house theatre there at Therapy Expo, and I'll be doing a little presentation on I think we're calling it modern gait analysis, which is basically going to be a chance for me to let people who are listening know about what I do these days if I'm doing a gait analysis, how it's changed over the last 12-13 years, and an insight just into where we are in terms of helping people with running performance and reducing risk of injury and that sort of stuff. So yeah, anyway, so the main thing that was made me, let me just take this off so I can hear myself. The wind's up down the south coast of the UK where I reside, and it was interesting today because I'm at the age where I need music to run, basically, to keep me mentally motivated. I think I find that as you get older, maybe particularly guys, that you kind of, it's more voices telling you to stop, isn't there? I mean, it's like, why bother? You know, I think with women maybe it's the opposite. I mean, I think women get tougher as they get older, guys a little bit more. So yeah, I definitely need music. It helps my cadence and my form stay consistent, which is often an important factor, consistency, which is something I'll be talking about at Therapy Expo. Whenever I get like a run where it's easy out and windy back, which was today, then I love playing around with, I actually play the same song again and again to try and maintain that same cadence. It might sound boring, but it's kind of, when you're a bit of a running geek, it's worth it. It's a song I like. So I'm maintaining that same cadence because I'm running along to the beat of the music, okay? Obviously when you turn around into the wind, then that is more challenging. But I keep that cadence up, so my foot strike is the same. Feels a lot harder, and then once the mile is up, that particular mile, then I get a chance to see whether my pace has decreased, and of course it has, kind of by maybe, can't remember, depending on the mile, but it was definitely about, what was I doing, for about 15 seconds or something, because I'm running into the wind, but my cadence is the same. And that kind of highlighted to me and made me think about something I wanted to share, that if your cadence is the same, you're running along the same beat, then what is it that is making you slower? And obviously it's the resistance. You're running against the wind, which means that even though your cadence is the same, so your feet are hitting the ground the same, with the same regularity, the difference is the time you're spending in the air, the distance you're covering when one foot comes off behind you and the other foot lands on the ground in front of you is less. Okay, so you're still jumping from left to right to left to right to left to right, but the distance you're covering is less because the wind is stopping you mid-air. Okay, there's more resistance. So that kind of made me realise and just think again about how important power is when that foot hits the ground. Okay, that front foot lands and hits the ground. You need that force, because that force is then translated very cleverly by the tissues in the body, like a bit like a spring, elastic recoil. It's absorbed and then converted into an opposite force, which helps you spring off and fly through the air. Okay, so what is going to make you have more force when you hit the ground? Okay, and this is one of the things I've always gone on about for probably 12 years, about how, although there's some research now coming out suggesting that flexibility in the muscle is related to force production, that's got to be like the icing on the cake, kind of little bit, it's kind of the outskirts. The main thing is strength, isn't it? To produce power, you need strength. Okay, you need to have strength. And that includes the hip extension from the moment your front leg starts moving towards the ground. It's about calf strength as well, massively. The whole thing, the quad strength, it's all about your muscles and tendons' ability to produce that force, to absorb that ground force and then release it when you take off. So this is something I think which still, I mean, I gave up a while ago trying to spread stuff in the running forums. I just don't think it was worth it, and which is why I got more involved with the Sports Therapy Association, trying to help improve the knowledge that therapists have got. I think trying to get my aid through to the general public is pretty tricky. I think there's just too much against me. All you need is one celebrity to say she had a pummeling massage, you know, and then suddenly, and then that's why she's so such a good athlete, or one elite athlete, to show a massive amount of cupping on their back, and that's it. You got like 5,000 people or not more thinking, well, that's all I need to do. So what's the point of little old me trying to attract runners to my website? So yeah, I believe that if I can just reach 100 therapists who look after runners, then those 100 therapists are going to see another 100 runners each, and by my calculation that's 100 by 100, which is 10,000 people. Bam! So I'm very much trying to produce material which helps support therapists who are already on the same page as me, or maybe help gently educate therapists who haven't quite considered these things before. Both are really valid. So just maybe think today that that's what I really want to try and do again, is provide something that therapists can benefit from, and also show to their patients or runners, clients, when they're trying to enforce a point, because it is tricky changing someone's opinion. Telling somebody that stretching the hell out of their calves is not going to help make them stronger, really. They need to be doing their strength training sensibly, working maybe towards some kind of plyometric activity depending, and that sort of stuff. So what I thought was, in the lead up to my presentation at Therapy Expo, November 23rd, I think it is. Or is it 24th? Yeah, it's 23rd in the morning. I think about 10:30 or something. Then I'm going to make the premium part of my website, which includes access to all the articles and also the runner's guide course with the 12 lessons there. I'm going to make that all half price. If you are interested in upgrading your knowledge of how to help runners, or if you are interested in having a database of information which will help your clients and support what you're trying to say, which you know is going to help them, then yeah, head over to Unchat Live, and there will be a very useful source for you there. Obviously, if you are a premium member, then you can print out, download, copy and paste all the information I've got on there and give it to your clients. They might not be able to go home and see it, but you can still print it out and give it to them, or download and email it to them or something like that. Alright, that's what I thought anyway. That's what I thought when I was on my run, and that's what I'm going to do. Obviously, if you are a therapist, then check out the Sports Therapy Association podcast, which I host. I've moved over to that now from Unchat Live podcast, because it's a big way of getting through to actual therapists. We get about 2,700 downloads last month, I think, which is lovely. And if they are all therapists, and happy days. That's hopefully the message of my wonderful guests getting through to a lot of people, and then hopefully a lot of patients. So if you are a therapist, then yeah, head over to the Sports Therapy Association podcast, and there's loads of CPD there for you. And if you are a therapist, come along to Therapy Expo. I will be there. I'll be hosting the STA Theatre across the Wednesday and Thursday with some amazing speakers, and also I'll be speaking myself. I'll be popping over to Anna Maria Mazzieri and the Massage Collective and the school, and I'm going to be doing a presentation over in their theatre, like I say, on modern approach to gait analysis. So hope you see some of you there. That's about it. That's all I wanted to say. Keep it hopefully short and sweet. Bit late for that. But yeah, as always, if you've got any questions, if I can support you in any other way, then just email me, matt@runchatlive.com, or leave a comment under here and I'll come back and answer it. Okay, right, happy running, take care, speak to you soon.